welcome to the Milo Mystics Tarot. I am your host. Today we will be doing 3 spreads, 1, 2, and 3. Whichever spread resonates with you, take it as it comes. If you find this reading helpful, I do have a few spots in the latter part of January available for personal reads. And as always, I am a messenger of the great work, not its master. Without further ado, let's begin. The Knight of Swords, swift information. There's been a question swirling around in your head. You could also be dealing with someone born between late January, early February, someone born between late May and early June, or an individual born between October 12th and the first week in November. But wherever this individual is, they seem to have a direct message that they want to deliver for you. And the Knights of Swords, brace yourself, because this is either going to be an overwhelmingly positive message or a message that's going to impact you emotionally for the early part of the month. The Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands. This is the culmination. This is the culmination of something that you really want to bring to pass. There's been steps, there have been actions that you've been taking, be it financially, be it getting your credit, but there has been a positive change that you want to bring about. And this Ten of Wands is confirmation that there's going to be fast manifestation energy around the situations that you have been pouring your energy into. Remember that energy equals mass time concentration. So whatever you've been taking actionable steps towards, and whatever you've been wanting or focusing your concentration on, that energy has been well received. So there will be some steps towards a goal of yours, whatever that might be, to this month. Lastly, you have the Emperor card. So the Emperor is very similar to the King of Wands. The main difference between the Emperor and the King of Wands is the Emperor acts in the best interest of the whole, while the King of Wands tends to lean towards being self-serving. While the Emperor is aware of the emotions that he has, which is denoted by this pumpkin here, this wand represents a collective. It represents a group. It represents choosing against your own best interest and doing what is best for the group, although it might not be as beneficial to you in the short term. You could also be dealing with someone with very heavy fire sign energy. That is spread number 1. You have the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Wands and the Emperor card for spread number 1. For spread number 2. Spread number 2 is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups brings relief. On the way to the Ten of Cups, you could also be dealing with individuals born in late February, early March, or a little bit into early April. Individuals born between early August and July, or individuals born from late November or mid-November to mid-December. But what this card represents is emotional fulfillment. It's a breath of fresh air. So the term that's coming to me now is waiting to exhale. You're about to have the exhaling moment. As you can see, there are small birds that are around these cups, so there have been many things swirling about, and these little birds represent your worries or your concerns that you've had in the latter part of the year. And while these cups were once filled with heavy emotions, with negative emotions of negative outlooks of the picture of your life moving forward, or negative outlooks and feeling like you can't bounce back from decisions that you've made in 2024, this Ten of Cups means that you are definitely headed towards a resounding positive flow of emotions in the first part of January. The Sun card, express yourself. Express yourself. You could have recently begun dating an individual, and right now you, in this cupcake phase, you fear that your shyness or your strangeness will scare this person away, but actually it will not. This person who you are dealing with actually wants to see a little bit more of, less of your normal side and more of what makes you you. Those small little tidbits of information, those small little embarrassments are actually going to help you develop fondness and something you're going to have in common with this person if you allow yourself to share a little bit more of your personality. You also could be running across the number 19 a lot, but the Sun card represents expression. As you can see, this lady is kind of in the nude, sitting atop this horse, and what that means is feel more comfortable within yourself. The Four of Cups is not another one. It seems that you have been getting offers that you have been a little less pleased, and I think this denotes with this Ten of Cups. And while there are definitely eyes and I would say pursuers that you have, but you're a little exasperated. There's really one cup that you want, but with this Four of Cups, you only see these offers that you're very mad, you're very blah about. They're not nearly as exciting because they aren't the offer you want. And little do you know that the offer you want is not in your immediate view, but there's another offering that's lingering in your peripheral vision. It could be someone that left you on the fence, and that is why you're not satisfied with the offers that you have in front of you. But be expecting a lot of attention between now and the end of February. Between now and the end of February, be expecting a lot of attention, most of which you will be dissatisfied with. So for the second spread, you have the Ten of Cups, express yourself with the Sun card, and finally the Four of Cups. Lastly, I will be doing a spread number 3. Spread number 3. Again, for a recap, the second spread was the Ten of Cups, the Sun card, expression, and the Four of Cups. For spread number 1, that was the Knight of Swords, the Major Arcana card 4, if you know what that is, and I can't really recall off the top of my head the final card. So let's move into spread number 3. Before I go any further, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me. So I give a sincere thanks. If you find this reading helpful, you could subscribe. If you want a more personal reading, my number is available for text messages in the bio link. Beyond that, let us conclude with spread number 3. I'm also supporting the charity No Baby Blisters, which cares for infants, children, and young adults who suffer from both internal and external blistering, extreme blistering. So if you find this reading helpful, I ask that you visit the nobabyblisters.org website. Let's move and conclude with spread 3. The Two of Swords. The Two of Swords. You have a very major emotional decision ahead of you. And right now you are about to swing the wrong sword in a way. So whatever decision you are about to make, you are focused on how this decision will affect those around you at this moment. And that is not the way to go, because your emotions are up here. As you can see, this moon in the background and these birds flying towards the moon. You actually should make the decision, a decision out of your comfort zone, by making the decision that benefits you emotionally compared to other people. The reason why you are overestimating how this decision will affect others, you feel like the decision you make will either end or damage the emotional connection that you have with this individual, with this group, when in reality it would be best in your own best interest to act in your own self-interest, because the decision you make will impact you more emotionally than these other individuals. I don't see these individuals going anywhere in this situation, despite the decision you make. You also have the Ten of Cups, but the Ten of Cups is more sideways for you in this moment because of this Two of Swords, and whether it will go upright or go negatively is going to be due to what decision you make. If you make this decision based on the group or person individuals, you will receive the Ten of Cups in reverse, which means you will experience some emotional turmoil and some regret based on the decision you make. Or if you act in your own interest in this situation, you will have less emotional turmoil moving forward. Temperance. This could also, you could be dealing with either a Sagittarius or Gemini, and you could be noticing the number 14, but temperance is basically the final warning. And I think this connects with the Swords and Cups that you received in spread 3 by really you're headed towards, if you start making people pleasing decisions, if you start now making decisions by sacrificing what you want and what will fulfill you emotionally, this pattern will continue for the next 6 months. For the next 6 months, you will be running around doing emotional maintenance unless you stand up for yourself and make the decision that pleases you emotionally. The Temperance is the final warning of, and as you can see here, they are kind of stepping on this emotional well-being, and this is your emotional well-being that you're stepping on. So be sure that you are putting your emotional needs and your emotional values first in this month of January, so you can set the proper tone and demand the proper self-respect going into the first 2 quarters of the year. That concludes spread 3. You had the Two of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Temperance card. Again, this is the Milo Mystics Tarot channel. Peace.